Is it going?
It's frozen on Diona.
Well, that's what it should be, but my thing's saying it's not on. Well, here's hoping. Oh,
You.
I hate sneezing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, now
Fortunately
start
for me, the
moving.
company I work for has been expanding, so I'm now getting the opportunity to travel to cities all over Teyvat. Oh, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you that I almost lost track of time. I'd better get going, or I'll be late for my next customer. Diona of the Quetzline clan, your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Great! Feel free to come hang out anytime.
I'm gonna have to increase everybody's download volume.
Do only yokai have tails in Inazuma?
Is Garu a yokai? I could care any less.
Hey, Diona! Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Cat's-tail, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, and by the way, who was that just now? Oh, she's a courier from Komania Express. They're an international delivery service operating out of Inazuma. Huh? Is the Cat's-tail doing international business now?
Is it?
No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komania Express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there?
We saw some with wings on their back, and others with fox ears.
Right. But this is actually the first time we've ever seen one with two tails. Whoa. I'd love to go see for myself one day. Anyway, what were you two here for again? Did you need me for something? Oh, yeah! Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a Genius Invocation TCG tournament? Apparently there's prizes and stuff. A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. They even had posters imported from Inazuma.
Dang.
But I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking my boss. Got it. Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh. What do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all.
Thanks, Coach. We'll make you proud.
That's meow like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. My boss usually takes a walk around there at this time of day. All right, we'll go there right away.
As long as you guys don't decide to use all the voices again. In the middle of the event. Or during certain parts of the event.
Paimon, coming in! Paimon!
I don't need to hear you, Paimon. I need to hear you.
Hey, Margaret! We thought we might find you here.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let me guess. Back to play some cards?
It's not like we only ever come back to Mondstadt to play cards.
I come here all the time.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
I mean, we are, apparently.
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be the Adventurers Guild one that Diona mentioned.
That's the one. Genius Invocation TCG has been attracting more and more players lately.
Has it?
The Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to hold a regional tournament for the King of Invocations Grand Prix. The rewards are quite substantial.
Does that mean primo gems?
Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get that prize.
No! No!
Really? Oh, darn! We already promised Diona we'd treat her to some food with the Moro we won.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere and has already taken the world by storm. Who knows where it'll go next? The game's creators must be ecstatic with all this success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
I really want to play now. I want to win that tournament.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial tourney organized by some players. Would that interest you at all?
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. With all the excitement surrounding the main tournament, players can hardly contain their enthusiasm. So they've set up an unofficial tourney aimed at a larger player base.
Is this because I didn't start this event until now?
You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh, and the rewards are pretty generous too.
Primos?
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret. We'll go check it out.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and other fun activities, so it's definitely worth a visit. Who knows? You might even bump into some old friends there.
Oh.
Right. If there's nothing else you needed, I'll be continuing my walk now.
Well, thanks, Diana, for not telling us that we already late.
Paimon still thinks that with your abilities, winning the grand prize in the official tournament would have been as easy as pie.
Possibly.
Just imagine it. Honorary Knight defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion. The headline practically writes itself.
Do my ears deceive me? Or do you two have some breaking news to share with me?
Sorry, no.
Whoa, who are you? And why the heck are you eavesdropping on us?
Oh, sorry. Force of habit. I tend to keep my ears peeled at all times. Didn't even realize I was listening in. Let me introduce myself. I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird from Fontaine. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
The Steambird?
Sounds familiar. Never heard of it. Except I have. Sounds familiar.
The
I've
Steambird
gone to
is a
places
major
and
news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Teyvat. We even have regular columnists based right here in Mondstadt.
Oh?
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge news stories.
Huge news stories? You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
Card snatcher?
Mystery? Mystery? Am I going to be solving a mystery?
He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next moment, he disappeared into thin air.
Sounds mystical.
But why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Maybe to gain an edge over his opponents? Perhaps he just wants to throw off the other Perhaps he just wants to throw off the other competitors.
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into my very own exclusive news piece.
Oh, my headphones. Okay.
So, what do you think? Want to join me in my quest to uncover the sensational story that's hiding behind the scenes?
That does sound interesting, but why us? Any reason you singled us out in particular?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer, considering you're the honorary knight who saved Mondstadt, the hero of Liyue who fought alongside the Adepti, a key player in the repealing of Inazuma's Sakoku decree, and the redeemer of the Sumeru Academia.
Yeah, I wish I had more under my belt. It's really not all that impressive given I haven't touched all 7 of the nations yet. Bummer.
Okay, point taken. Yeah, it seems like we've ended up making quite a big name for ourselves, huh?
She really did her homework. Let's hear some more of our accomplishments. She really did her homework.
Yeah, kinda scary. Does she research all her new friends before meeting them for the first time?
I promise you, teaming up with me will be a great move for you. For starters, when my exclusive news article is published, you'll be credited as contributors.
Oh. That's
Not
nice.
to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real handy if you're ever traveling in Fontaine. And if you ever wanted to run an ad in the paper one day, no problem. I could make that happen.
Wait. What would happen if somebody hopped onto this game, you know, after we have Fontaine and maybe another nation or not? Would they have a harder time, or would Charlotte just try to be helpful?
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Why not? We've got some time on our hands. And this card snatcher sounds interesting.
Great! Then welcome to the news crew. Ah, I've heard that the Traveler always lends a helping hand, so it's nice to know that you live up to your reputation. But even nicer to experience it for myself.
Yeah, I tend to get dragged into things.
Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of first.
Although sometimes I just jump in head first.
That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier is a longtime favorite of the Steambird's readership. Management thought that a cash bonus was in order, so I brought it along with me.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just need to make a slight detour to drop off the Mora, then we'll be on our way.
What if... dare I even say this? The Mondstadt Steambird, reporter is the one that's making this story a story. You know, being the card snatcher, getting the scoop, but then losing the scoop, having this mysterious, unknown card snatcher be a complete mystery.
I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now. From what I've heard, you're quite well acquainted.
What?
Oh, it's someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. We know lots of people in Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Never mind. Just lead the way, Charlotte.
Who in the world is a steamboat reporter here? Certainly not me, right?
Who could it be?
One of your rich friends, I'd assume. After all, you gotta be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
No.
That still doesn't really narrow it down.
Mona?
We know
She's
lots of
not
people with
rich.
lots of Mora.
Wow, I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places.
Likely not Mona? Absolutely Mona. It's Mona, guys. It's Mona. Might take this roundabout way, though.
Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash.
She does anything she can to make money. And ends meet. Oh, poor Mona. It's Mona.
Huh? Oh, so it's...
Mona Majestic.
Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've...
You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from Fontaine. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Teyvat, Mona.
Have I never told you? Well, I've been writing my column, All Things Astrological, for the Steambird for a long time now. The chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bonus. Thank goodness it's finally here. I was wondering when it would arrive. Thank you, Charlotte.
Huh, you make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona?
What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside for daily necessities and purchased some expensive equipment. That's all.
Classic Mona.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist Broken Starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself.
Actually, that does sound like an interesting read. Sounds a little exaggerated, don't you think?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What brings you back to Mondstadt this time, Traveler in Paimon?
Okay, so I avoid Mondstadt for 2 days, and you guys think I'm gone for like a year. Thanks for the love, you guys.
Originally, we just came to catch up with a friend of ours. But some things have come up, and now we're helping Charlotte investigate the case of the Card Snatcher.
My finger is getting cut out. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but... Okay.
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix? Where it is that the prizes are pretty stellar.
I'm much too busy with my
Should be
research these
excited.
days to dedicate time to a competition. Besides, even if I did enter, there's no guarantee I'd actually win a prize, is there?
Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know all of your opponent's cards ahead of time.
What do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes. Besides, it wouldn't be fair to the other contestants.
Well said. Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen.
Well, yes, obviously. Anyway, if past precedent is anything to go by, you're the ones who ought to be wary of what's around the corner. Especially if you're chasing after this card snatcher, was it? Sounds like bad news. Shall I take a glance at what you're up against?
Thanks for the offer, but there's no need. Relying on your astrological skills for all the juicy details would make this story a Mona exclusive. But that's not quite the kind of exclusive report I'm going for here.
I just realized this. She's a cryo, user. Is she gonna be a cryo catalyst? Please? Bitte?
That'd be interesting.
And her catalyst is a camera. What? Cause she can freeze them. Bro, I'm a genius.
Oh.
Watch her not be this though, because I'm an idiot.
But don't you worry. They call it investigative journalism for a reason. We journos have our ways.
Also, sorry for the technical difficulties earlier, chat.
All right, well, best of luck with your investigation then. Thanks again for bringing the bonus, Charlotte. Do give my regards to the chief editor.
Take care of yourself, Mona. Also, we should play another game of Genius Invocation TCG sometime.
I will, and yes, we should. I'll hold you to that.
I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt Regional Final should be starting shortly.
All right! Paimon can't wait to find out who the finalists are!
Really wish I could have participated in Mondstadt. This is my home. I'm not even up the stairs.
So this is the venue, huh?
Kaya!
Seems pretty lively here.
Okay, some sus people. You gonna pretend to buy some fruit, but actually that's not. Is it Kaya and Timmy? Oh, please tell me this is the matchup.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
I'm a genius.
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
He's always slacking off, but that's why we love him.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work.
Are you here to investigate the other thing too? Are you Kaya? You can tell me.
Ah, enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you ask?
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was right here, wasn't she? Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself!
I don't think that's going on at all, Paimon, but sure, let's go.
Journalist from Fontaine. Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Wait, there's a visitor log?
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
Are we, though? I think she's doing it all on her own right now.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin! Now, let's give a warm welcome to our 2 contestants!
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time.
Good luck, Kaya. Give it your best.
Don't worry. I will.
Go get him, Kaya! We'll see you in a bit!
I don't know who to root for, though, honestly. It's like, Kaya, I love you. But I'm also like, Timmy, I respect you, my man. Also, your imaginary friend is terrifying still. It's great, it's great. Is that a sparkly?
So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win?
Well, why don't you ask me this? I've heard nothing about Kaya's skill in this. And I've heard Timmy beat some other guys, but I don't know what level they were. Roar.
Yes?
Roar.
Yeah?
How far are you?
I'm not even doing that.
Oh. Okay, well, are you gonna vote Timmy or vote Kaya?
Hello, Timmy.
You'll vote Timmy? Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I think Kaya will win.
Yeah, Kaya's quite the crafty
Not
one.
much,
He must have some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, but we've heard Timmy's pretty
Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, isn't that Charlotte's job?
good. Just getting some water chat.
Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her.
I'm on. No, I shouldn't put it up there. I can't breathe. Okay. But I wanna. Okay, first pick up a book. It's the king of. It's a light novel! Oh my gosh! Okay. Back to the mission.
Charlotte, what happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
I'm on. I think we might have ruined everything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something? You did say you were supposed to be covering the competition.
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those 2.
She is going the extra mile trying to hide, and then there's me. Aww. I'm right out in the open.
From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're trying to stay out of sight. I'm sure they must be plotting something.
Don't go jumping to conclusions.
You mean there are 2 card snatchers?
Yes, there are 2.
Shh! Keep your voice down! We don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use my camera to catch them in the act.
Am I on my camera right
Huh? Wait! Where'd the other guy go?
He's on the run!
They're not running!
After him!
Alright, I guess we're chasing him. I'm so sorry, sir, for whatever inconvenience it may pose to you. Where is he? Bro, that's not that far. Ugh.
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people often?
Oh, you're too kind. You should see the celebrities in Fontaine, the lengths they'll go to try and avoid the public eye. Compared to that, this is nothing.
That wasn't supposed to be a compliment.
Alrighty.
He's heading toward Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but quietly. We mustn't let him spot us.
Don't tell me I'm in a stealth game now. Okay, I'm not.
Now he's heading away from the city! How long are we gonna follow him for? At this rate, we're gonna miss Kaya and Timmy's match!
I think it's already too late. I'm not seeing anything. Did we get fallen?
Oh, there. Looks like he stopped. Let's sit tight and see what happens.
Why'd he come all the way out here? Is he gonna hide something? And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble!
Is he? Or is this just a trap?
Quick! We need to rescue him!
Fine, alright.
Help! Someone save me!
What are the treasure hoarders doing so close to the city?
Don't call me a hero.
Are you alright?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was all over for me.
Those treasure hoarders, did you know them? It sure looked like they were here just for you.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk, minding my own business, and then the next thing I knew, I was surrounded.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture of you and one other individual in the middle of a deal back at the tournament. I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. And now you're feigning ignorance of the deal in question. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the Knights of Favonius?
Whoa. No, please. I'll talk. But you gotta believe me, there's nothing shady going on, I swear.
Wow, that was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part. She didn't take any pictures at all.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said, okay, how much are you offering? And when he told me the amount, oh, my jaw practically hit the floor.
Really? What kind of card back was it?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the general goods store. It had a treasure chest design on it. I only bought it because it was dirt cheap. This guy offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there. I could hardly believe my luck. So I decided to head somewhere less crowded and check the Mora was real. That's when I ran into the treasure hoarders.
Did you ask him why he wanted to purchase this item from you?
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and some people will pay good Mora to make their decks look flashy. It didn't strike me as that unusual. But after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, Liyue, or something like that.
You think he's a collector?
Or something like that. He either said that or he didn't. How certain are you?
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been taken off his shoulders. It was genuine relief. Could that card back really be as valuable as he thought?
That I don't know, but in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report all of this to the Knights of Favonius. After all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after, Charlotte?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there is going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums of money for a few card backs bought from a grocery store? My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone. This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
You think there's real treasure involved? Maybe it was designed by a famous artist?
Ooh, you mean someone like Albedo? That would explain why only some people understand the true value.
Who knows? But wherever this leads, we're definitely onto something. Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card snatcher I saw last time. I'm sure it's the same guy. He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too. But shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final.
Good idea. Let's go.
Joy. Already done, I swear.
Behold! Squall and Fury! Quit following me.
No.
I hereby declare the winner of the Mondstadt Regional Final of the King of Invocations Grand Prix is Timmy!
Alrighty.
Wow, Timmy won! That's amazing!
Guess I should've bet on
I was
black.
beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time.
There's always next time. At least you are gracious in defeat.
It's all right. You don't need to comfort me. This must be the journalist from Fontaine you mentioned earlier. Charlotte, was it? Enchanté.
Enchanté? Enchanté? What the? Stop speaking French. Enchanté. Meaning? Enchanted. I should have figured that. Alright. Good to know Enchanté means enchanted.
I'm Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius. I trust you're enjoying your time in Mondstadt?
The pleasure is all mine. Mondstadt's reputation as the city of song and freedom is truly deserved. The mood here is simply delightful.
I'm glad you're liking it. Oh, by the way, I couldn't help but notice you all rushing towards the city's side gate earlier. Did you find something? I couldn't get it off my mind, even during the competition.
Was that why you lost? You tell Kai everything that happened. Because why wouldn't you?
I see.
So, it seems we have an answer to Kaya's question from earlier. What the card snatcher's really after is these card backs. But we still haven't figured out why he cares so much about them.
Well, while I'd love to accompany you all to Liyue Harbor, I'm afraid I still have my Knights of Favonius duties to attend to.
Oh, good, Kaya.
In fact, our top priority right now is strengthening Mondstadt's defenses. Treasure hoarder activity has been increasingly rampant lately.
True.
Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop if we find anything. In fact, if Charlotte's journalistic instinct is on point, you'll probably be reading her exclusive report in the Steambird before long.
Although I really only see treasure hoarders either in the mountains There was this one time, just moments ago, right outside our gates, and never have I ever seen them during a commission in Mondstadt. Except if it's in Dragonspine.
Wonderful. Then I look forward to reading all about it.
Oh, but I do see them during ley line disorders, so that's something.
Thanks for supporting quality journalism. Okay, let's take tonight off and head to Liyue Harbor tomorrow. It'll give me a chance to write down everything that's happened today.
Oh, Paimon wanted to ask. See the two people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invocation TCG? They look so young.
A part of me is like, it's Seto Kaiba and Yugi Moto, but I'm also like, or any other card game rival peoples, like,
Right?
yes. Big numero uno rivals here. We got Kai, and we got Aichi. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Maybe, but very little is known about either of them. Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know. But hardly anybody has ever seen them.
They look like they're from Sumeru.
The poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo. Beyond that, I doubt it's very true to life.
Watch it be very true to life. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But watch it not be and still be awesome.
Sounds like they're a couple of socially reclusive scholars. If Paimon were in their shoes, she'd be showing up to all the events, signing autographs, selling cards, and probably getting complimentary food and drink.
Of course.
I approve. And to top it off, you could play a few rounds of Genius Invocation with everyone.
Yeah.
I was reading up on the game's inventors before I came to Mondstadt. I was originally hoping to arrange an interview with them. But I soon discovered that there's no mention anywhere of where they live or of any Genius Invocation events that they've attended.
What if they attend in secret and nobody knows? Timmy, are you the maker? Oh!
It's as if they've designed the game and then never played it again.
What a mysterious couple of game designers.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're unable to. But they must have their reasons.
What if they're dead?
I wonder if they'll show up at all during the King of Invocation's Grand Prix.
Maybe, if you get lucky. And based on my experience, the Traveler seems to have no shortage of that.
What, luck or experience? Or both?
Oh, really? Well, that gives me one less thing to worry about.
Hearing that put you at ease puts me at ease. Okay, hearing that put you at ease puts me at ease. Hopefully my luck won't run out anytime soon.
Anyway, our focus is still on tracking down the card snatcher. I heard Snezhnaya has an old saying. If you try chasing two rabbits at once, you'll only end up empty-handed.
That sounds like something a child would say.
Well, the Traveler and Paimon could always split up and chase one rabbit each. Oh, okay. Now Paimon's feeling hungry. We can worry about all this later. Right now, it's time to get some grub.
You can always trust Paimon to know where life's priorities lie. If it's food you're after, I recommend taking a look at the nearby stalls. The tournament has brought quite a crowd, so there's a lot of fun to be had around the venue.
Of course. I already checked
Sounds
that out.
great! Thanks, Kaya!
Genesis. Oh, my eyes. Hello. Duel, the Summoner's Summit. Oh, they look so cool. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Raina Mondstadt seems to be troubled by something. Felix Yoke seems to be busy with something in Mondstadt. Frida from Mondstadt seems to have something to tell you. Onea from Mondstadt seems to have something to tell you. Hey! Yes, give me more points. Mona, I must level you up. Chapow! 64. I'm making it there ever so slowly. Mika? Meek! You're with your brother.
Wait, why is everyone leaving? Did I miss it?
Ah, Mika. Too bad you weren't here to see it. I'm afraid that Captain Kaya lost.
Huffman has a voice?
What?
Have I heard Huffman before?
Tell me everything. What happened?
Well, I don't know much about Genius Invocation myself, but I did try to follow along by listening in to what everyone was saying.
That's not good.
Captain Kaya took out one of Timmy's character cards right at the start, giving him an early advantage. But I guess that was all part of his opponent's strategy? In any case, Timmy spent the first few rounds stocking up cards in his hand and then swung the game with a brutal offensive right at the end.
Oh, of course.
But, you know, maybe the match was already over from the moment they flipped the coin and determined that Kaya would go second. Whew, I need a drink.
Maybe it was all determined before that.
Calm down, bro. Now's not the time to start drinking your sorrows away.
That Kaya lost. Hoffman, do you have a thing for Kaya? Alrighty, Kaya is now being shipped with everyone in the Knights of Favonius.
Knowing Captain Kaya, he wouldn't want to see you upset over his loss.
True.
Hey, why don't we learn how to play too? Maybe then we'll get to play against Captain Kaya someday. Though, I'm sure we'd lose pretty badly to him.
Have faith in yourself.
Yeah, you're right, Mika. Not a bad plan.
I am overjoyed. Oh, Mika. Okay, let's talk to the winner right now.
I won! I won!
Congratulations. Bye, Timmy. Congratulations,
Thanks!
Timmy.
I can't wait to tell my mom. This'll make her really happy, won't it? Mom was the one who kept telling me I should join the tournament, so I'm gonna give the prizes to her.
Wait, is this Christina as well? Oh.
I really wish my dad could see me now.
That or it's someone who sounds a lot like Christina. I know that's happened a lot, where I'm like, Christina? No.
Oh, what an amazing tournament. That Timmy, huh? He really has a gift for this.
It's because of his imagination.
Yeah.
It's because
Who
of his
saw that
imagination.
coming? But at least I can feel a little better about losing to him now.
Bird? Bird where? Bird!
You bird. Oh.
Onea? Please wait. Are you also here for the King of Invocations Grand Prix? If you have a minute, I'd like to tell you a little about this event hosted by the Adventurers Guild called A Tour of Wonders. Sure? Okay, let's hear it. Thank you. Then I'll go ahead and introduce the basis of this event. Also, I don't like reading right now, so, zero effort's gonna be made. Fair warning right now. Simply put, the Adventurers Guild has placed multiple scenic checkpoints in various locations across Mondstadt. All you have to do is find these scenic checkpoints and mark your sightseeing handbook with the commemorative stamps at each location. The challenge will be considered completed once you find every scenic checkpoint and collect all the stamps. Sure, sounds like something the Adventurers Guild would host. We put a lot of thought into the placement of these scenic checkpoints. However, some of them are located in remote areas, and I can't guarantee they're entirely clear of monsters. Sounds like something the Adventurers Guild. But I'm sure that dealing with those monsters would be a walk in the park for someone as experienced as you. And that's all from me. Here's your sightseeing handbook. Have fun. Yeah, but anyone not in the Adventurers Guild is not in for that. In a tour of wonders, you must complete challenges and claim stamps at scenic checkpoints. Once you have completed said challenges and obtained the stamps, you can obtain the corresponding rewards. Oh my. Oh, flip. Alright. Yeah! Woo! Clap, clap, clap. Yeah! Okay. Nothing, alright. Kaya. Kaya.
Hey there. Something else you wanted to discuss?
Hill, actually? Okay. How are the knights holding up?
Don't worry, everyone's just fine. I actually managed to convince Jean to join me for a game, but we only got part of the way through before she was called away. I ended up having to finish the match for the two of us. What can you do? Everyone has to put their work first. But, seeing how successful the tournament has turned out and how much fun everyone's had, I'm hoping that she at least has one less thing to worry about.
Same. Hey, about this game.
The game's really caught on lately. It's a part of everyday life now. Everywhere you go, you see people playing it. In fact, some people have even given up drinking in order to keep a clear head during the game.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure Diona will be happy to hear that.
Indeed. Let's catch up another time.
Sure. We should have a game of Genius Invocation TCG when you get the chance.
City on the Lake teams with talent in TCG tournament as young prodigy best Favonian cavalry captain. This title saves face for the Knights, but lacks a little oomph. Top strategic mind of the Knights of Favonia is outsmarted by Bridge Boy in 5-round failure. Captain's championship hopes crushed in dazzling Dark Horse defeat? Maybe I should stick with my first draft.
Okay.
Yes?
Would you be up for watching Smallville tonight?
Yeah.
You don't have to do it right this second.
Yes, we do. By the way, chat, we are trying to get through Smallville. Name drop. I'm so sorry. It's long. So we will have to call it there. I was able to get through the first section of this. Hooray! Maybe I'll get through more tomorrow morning for me. We shall see.
Right.
Shall see if this thing will work.